are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Dallas Cowboys. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive.
22-yard line.
They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
I'm absolutely eager to watch him play in this game because here we are, Week 15. Not a lot of games left down the stretch. But will he get outside of himself trying to make huge plays in order to try and win an MVP? Because he's not in the #1 spot right now.
No, he's not. I think everyone consensus thinks that way. You hope he doesn't get outside of himself right now, though, because that could really get their offense out of sync. And it's been in sync most of this year. First down, Brissett. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle.
Brissett's pass. Complete to Jack.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
First down 10 at their own 40-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Colts, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. A first down throw for Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot. C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
now Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try to get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The kick is...
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
23-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Brissett's pass.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It's taken to the 26. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Coming back out to take the field, Mark Andrews and company. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
Colts nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play?
Jarvis Landry, 30, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 24-yard line.
Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop the guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 48.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Landry again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Brissett again. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw.
On for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10.
16. Colts 10.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Marlon Mack, the ball carrier.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Again, it's Brissett. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Coverage on the play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A gain of 10.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And Tate's got it. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Brissett. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 7-yard line.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Brissett. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Gano's kick is good, and that gets him back within 10.
Makes the score Cowboys 23.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it go again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
The deep ball brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to take another shot here. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out, they're catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run with Elliott. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 10th carry now for Elliott. Sheds off the tackle, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to it, and he makes another nice play, back-to-back catches.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Marlon Mack. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 17. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And it's 3rd.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Mack. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Cowboys 37, Colts 16.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
At their own 23-yard line.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
At the 23-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
15 more yards.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
looking to throw. Prescott. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. 12 yards there and a first down.
14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes this one to Mack. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll throw again. Brissett. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Cowboys take over.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
49-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Again, it's Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He was brought down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Time for the next drive. We'll see what tight end Jack Doyle and the rest of this offense can do. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always the key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well, and you shift your attention to them.
It got his man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy.
Prescott with
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Yasin. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 20.
2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 22. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. He dumps this off to Mack. That's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Left side, Doyle with it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. This goes out right to Doyle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Jack Doyle.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Defense. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
First down, Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game's... And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety.
Result of the play.
Charles, it's one thing to